Hi, it's Beth from Healthy Habits, and today I'm doing a recipe from I think it was Lean Body something. Gosh, I can't remember what his name is, but he did a cauliflower pizza. I'll try to put his name down below if I can remember what it is. That I wrote down that sounded interesting, and pizza is my favorite, and since we can't I don't have any wheat or sugar, I try to find the alternative. So the last time I did a video was using mushroom, and today we are using cauliflower. So the first thing you've got to do is you have to make a cauliflower rice. So I'm taking the cauliflower, and let's see if I can put it down here a little bit. I'm taking the cauliflower and I'm going to actually put it in my little mixer again, and we're going to make it into like a rice to start with to make the crust. So we're going to start with that, and we'll go from there. And we use about a cup of the cauliflower rice. Okay, so what I did is I put the cauliflower in my chopper. And this is that chopper that I used in the last video. I called it a mixer, but it's actually just the, I don't know if you can see that, it's a Black & Decker 2-speed chopper. So, and like I said, you can get these pretty much anywhere, and I use mine all the time. But this is the consistency that you're looking at. It's sort of just like a rice after you get it all chopped up. And it's just raw cauliflower. I don't know if you can see this or not. I think you can. What a whole head of cauliflower made was basically 3 cups of the cauliflower rice. So my son's favorite, he loves the garlic bread with cheese. So I'm going to try a modified version without the tomato sauce and everything, just doing the garlic bread with cheese with the cauliflower. Oh, there's some little chunks in here. With the cauliflower rice, and see if that comes out good. It's going to clean this up. We have a compost heap in the backyard, so for my organic gardening. So I'm just going to put this in our little bin. We have a bin by our sink that we put all of our extra leftover fruits and vegetables and peels and whatever in there.
It has to be fruits, vegetables, eggshells. It has to
Yeah.
be something.
Yeah, my son knows what goes in there. It's the eggshells too we use, and so that way our compost will be really good for all of our fresh vegetables. Well, I guess he's gonna show you what it looks like. You gotta go way over here. See, right now that's what we have in there. We've got what? Some yucky, terrible looking grapes and lemon peels and lettuce, extra lettuce and celery and asparagus, the hard asparagus stuff. So that's what our little compost little bin looks like. And he's gonna take it. Oh, he's gonna take it out to the backyard right now. Okay, so it came out of the microwave, and we've got our cup of our rice. We're going to just put that in a larger bowl. So we got the rice. And then we're going to use a 1/4 cup of mozzarella, low-fat mozzarella skim. What I'm using, you can use what you want to use, but again, we shop at Aldi's a lot, which is just an inexpensive way to go, or I shred it myself. With this, I am going to use, it's called Happy Farms, but it is the shredded low moisture part skim mozzarella cheese, mild and creamy. I'm going to show you guys this really quick. I usually use the coconut oil, but my husband found this again at Aldi's, but I think I've seen this at Walmart's too, but it's the Smart Balance. There we go, Smart Balance Omegas, and it's a 5-to-1 ratio with the omegas, which is omega-6 to omega-3, 5-to-1 ratio, which is a really healthy alternative too. So I'm going to just spray my pie sheet, my pie pan really well with that. And then I'm going to just take this and sort of put this in here and form it to be like a little pizza. And I preheated the oven to 450. There we go. Okay. I preheated the oven to 450 and then we'll cook this for like 12 minutes. I want to just sort of shape it like a pizza a little bit. Okay, so now we're going to make our own pizza sauce for the pizza. And basically what I did is I just crushed up the whole tomatoes from the recipe. I had half a can left of the whole tomatoes that were the organic whole tomatoes, no salt added. I took the other half of that can, so it was a 24-ounce can, so half of that. It makes about, that's the other nice thing about this chopper is it always makes about a cup. So if this is full, this is going to be a cup. And that's what you need is a cup of the mixed up or tomatoes. And then what you're going to want to add is some, whoop, my crust is almost done. So, okay, so you're going to want to add some oregano, probably like a teaspoon of oregano, and a teaspoon of the stevia. This is the stevia in the raw. So you just use a teaspoon of that. The reason that I use stevia for my sugar alternative is because it's all natural. And a lot of the sweeteners that you have out there have a lot of bad, preservatives and everything in them that are very unhealthy for you. Where the stevia is from the raw and it's from a leafy plant. So I would suggest if you're going to use a sugar alternative, this is 0 calories. It's a great, and it's as far as cup for cup ratio, cup for cup ratio, it is great for baking and whatnot because you can use it cup for cup. For a cup of sugar, you can use a cup of stevia, which makes it easier when you're trying to do recipes also. Since this is my pizza, I don't know if you guys like garlic, but I am a garlic-aholic. So I am going to use a tablespoon of garlic in here too for my pizza sauce. Only because, like I said, I love everything really garlicky. So if you don't want it really garlicky, you don't have to do that, but
I love garlic.
Yeah, my son loves garlic too. Alright, so where did I put the lid? There it is. That's what I love about this little mixer too, is you just put all your spices in there and you don't have to hand mix it. You just
Chopper.
Or chopper. I know I keep calling it a mixer. My chopper, my handy dandy chopper, is you can just put all the spices in there and then mix it up with just a push of a button. I know I'm lazy. And then I'm using my old standby, which is he calls for the garlic powder, but I always use the granulated garlic. Only because my aunt is an Italian cook, and she swears by this stuff, and it makes everything taste so much better than the garlic, I think, than the garlic powder. It just makes it taste a lot richer. So I'm going to put a teaspoon of this in there and then a teaspoon of the basil. So I'm going to mix that up and then that will be our sauce. Let me get my crust out of the oven. Okay guys, I looked in the oven and it looks like pizza dough. So even my son was very excited because he said it looked like pizza dough. My goal in life is to get my son to eat less carbs. That's my goal in life. And if I can get him to like this pizza, I'm going to be one happy camper. Alright, so let's take this out of the oven. My husband got these. They're so cool. They're like
oven mitts.
Yeah, they're oven mitts, but they're actually for firewood, but they work great for the stove, and they're mittens. but I can't even remember. I think, where did he get these? Did he
Aldi's.
At Aldi's, where else? All right, let's get this out of the oven. Look at this, guys. Wow. It looks like a pizza dough. That's pretty awesome.
Go very fast.
Now, what I did do, remember how I said earlier that it was a little wet? I actually took a paper towel and sort of smushed it on it to dry it out a little bit. So if you do put a little bit too much eggs, then you can do that, because it seemed to have worked. So we'll see. Okay, so I spread the pizza sauce all over. I hardly used any of that cup, so I'm going to have extra pizza sauce, which is a good thing I got the extra cauliflower made up for that. But and then I sprinkled some onions. I'm sprinkling some onions and a little bit of that Canadian bacon on there. And then some mozzarella cheese. I'm using another 1/4 cup of the mozzarella cheese on here. And then we're going to cook this in the oven for 5 minutes. And then, and then we'll have our pizza. No. Okay, the pizza's coming out of the oven. No, you can go. I was going to have you show them what you're making. My husband's making his go-to treat, or actually this is going to be his dinner, but it has the protein in it, and he's taken the Greek yogurt, a cup of Greek yogurt, and then he's using the Walden Farms. This is I don't know if you can see it. Oh,
still.
I know, I'm trying to. The chocolate dip, but this is what the container looks like. Can you get it stiller than I can? I don't know. Oh, he's a lot better with his hands. In more ways than one. Oh, wait a minute. I shouldn't say that on here, should I? Anyways, and then we're also using the Schmuckers. Which one is this? You said it was really good. Blackberry. And we'll probably use, looks like 2 tablespoons of that. And you mix that up really good, and it makes like a chocolate pudding tasting with raspberry, or I guess it would be more like a chocolate mousse with raspberry. It's really good, though, and it's got a lot of protein, and it's great for you. So, okay, I gotta get this pizza out before it burns. Okay, here we go, guys. Looks like a pizza to me. All right, can you see it? Ooh. And it smells good, too. So hopefully this is going to be as good as what it looks like. It is really good. This one tastes more like pizza than the last one I made with the mushrooms. Was that what I thought it was? Great. My son's in there tooting. But anyways, so it is delicious. And I think this one might pass my son's taste test too, so I'm excited about that. Okay, guys. Okay, so the pizza is done, or actually the cheese bread, I should say. And if you know Richard is like, what is it, Mikey, but the opposite. Richard hates everything. So if he likes this, then that's saying something. Oh my gosh, that is amazing. I'm so excited. That made my day. So Mikey likes it. Woohoo! Okay, so the last pizza worked, and what I used was just a non-stick cookie sheet. And because that way you can get the spatula in there really well. Spray the non-stick cookie sheet really well before you put the pizza dough on there. So, but yeah, it worked really well. So I didn't have a problem with that. It was still kind of not all the way, you know, like a regular pizza. So you really have to work with the spatula really well to get it on the plate. But it tastes really good, and it's definitely a great alternative for healthy eating for pizza. And like I said, it tastes more like pizza than using the mushrooms. And if it passed the test with my son, that was a biggie because if it's healthy, he doesn't like it. Um, and we are really, I've been really working hard trying to find low carb, no sugar recipes for him. And this was one finally that I found that he likes. So, and I did find out who it was. It was Lean Body Lifestyles that I got the recipe from. And he's got a lot of really good recipes. His name is Mike, I think. But I'll just have to thank God for Mike that I did find one more recipe that my son likes, and hopefully we can get his weight to where he needs to be by the end of the summer. That's sort of our goal because he's going into junior high, and or his goal, I should say. Richard, my son, wants to lose weight, so. I have lost over 160 pounds, so genetically, we've got that fat gene. So, and mine was I changed my eating habits and I work out every day. So he is working out more in sports, and we got the kayaks for this summer to get him active, and hopefully between finding some low carb, no sugar recipes for him and get him off his addiction to carbs, we will get him to where he needs to be one step at a time. So I guess that's it for today. I just wanted to say thank you for watching, you guys, and I hope you like the pizza and the yogurt recipe as much as we do. And enjoy your pizza and chocolate mousse. It was good.